auditorium will be full and there will be no seats and they have to arrange bigger auditoriums. So, talking about mind, I want to ask you a question. Which is the fastest thing moving on this planet? Fastest. The answer would be the speed of light. But actually it is the mind, your thoughts. What we are now, we are a manifestation of our thoughts. Whatever we are, I am Dr. Vikram, I am the director of Planet Ayurveda company, but I was thinking about this constantly, and that's why I become like this. I develop my life is the manifestation of my thoughts. So whatever we think, slowly, the whole world is coming to join our dreams and our plans, and it contributes to make us what we want to be. So this is the power of our minds and our thoughts. Do you believe in telepathy? I want you to experiment today with telepathy also. Just remember any of your friends, send him a message right now. Okay, Mr. Gupta, call me back. Everybody. And I'm sure by tomorrow or by day after tomorrow, you will get a call back. I did it myself. I didn't know it is so powerful. I knew it telepathy works, but I didn't know it actually can work so quickly. Just send a message right now to your friends and you see yourself tomorrow, you will get a call back. So I was walking in a street in my city and there was a lot of pollution. And I said to myself, there is a big conference, a lot of friends are coming, and there was a conference in India. So I wish there is rain, because it was not raining, there was a lot of dust in the air. And I came back home and within 10 minutes, it was raining. So I got surprised. Is it so powerful? So this is the power of our thoughts. When I was a small child, I always thought to travel around the world, make new friends around the world. I used to collect flags. And I have traveled in my life more than 50 countries, and I have got friends almost in any city of the world. So it is the power of our thoughts. So similarly, talking on those lines, when it comes to applied knowledge, because I become a doctor and when we are seeing the patients, we can apply this power of thoughts to heal the patients. And I'm seeing this every day. Imagine a patient coming to your clinic, he sees you as a doctor, as a last resort, who can take him out of his problem, out of his misery. And he treats you as God, especially Ayurvedic doctor, because he has been to so many places, so many institutes, so many big doctors, and they have said no to his problems. Somebody suffering from cancer or serious illnesses, and they come to us. And then, if you say, no, we cannot cure you, we cannot heal you, it's very difficult, and our body language that, no, it's very difficult, then he cannot be cured. His inner force is gone. In my clinic, I have seen my patients getting healed. I am telling them, I have a plant growing here. This plant is called Lakshmi Tarun. You can just touch this plant and you pray to this plant and you will be healed. And I have seen miracles happening in my clinic. Everybody is coming and going to the plant and praying. And this is the power of prayer and healing by their own thoughts. And they feel confident that they will be healed. I have healed cancer patients, stage 4 cancer patients, ITB patients, colitis patients, which are labeled as incurable in the world, and they are cured just because their inner thought started to heal themselves. So we can change the biochemistry of working on the thoughts of the people, working on the thoughts of their own selves. So even in this presentation, you see this planet Ayurveda. The first four letters are, there is plan, Plan, and then there is, I started this thinking that I would spread this Ayurveda, this beautiful science all over the planet, and I started this company. So in this, after about 10 years, I noticed that there is a plan, and the plan is through the net. There is net also inside this world, and there is Ayurveda. So the plan was to spread Ayurveda through internet and all over the planet. So it worked. So now we have a telemedicine center. We are seeing thousands of patients every month from around the world, in around 40 countries. And we have a team of doctors. They are sitting in our clinics in Chandigarh and also different locations in the world. And we are seeing the patients through the video consultations. And I myself personally seeing the patient, about 50 patients every day, and I am so delighted to see that such patients they are getting cured by simple things. So we in Ayurveda we know that health is the balance, and we give the importance of mind about everything. So some dosha, some this, some nadu, kriya, some atma, and mana. So mana means mind. So mind, if mind is healthy, you can correct your body, your cells. You can change the biochemistry of your cells. You can even change the gene expression. For example, if I say you cannot be cured, you are a bad person. Or if I say something negative about you, what will go in your body? You will get full of anger. You will get full of bad feelings, negative feelings, and it will disturb your blood chemistry. And even the cells or the gene expressions, they will change. It will become negative, and you can get sick. So the mind is working at your subconscious level to heal you or make you sick. So it is you to decide. So who are you? You are not mind. There are certain levels according to Ayurveda. There are at certain levels. At the lowest level are our sensory organs, and then there is mind, then there is false ego, then there is our intelligence, then there is soul, then there is God. This is according to Ayurveda. So where we are, to whom we are listening? We are listening to only our sensory organs, and the senses they tell our mind, I want to eat the sweet, I want to listen to the music, I want to go for a massage, or the skin is telling so many wrong things to us, and I want to go to New York to see Statue of Liberty, I want to go to India to see Taj Mahal. Our eyes, they are telling us, go, spend your money, spend your time. So these sensory organs, our nose is telling us, I want this expensive perfume. So these sensory organs, they are trapping our mind, and the mind has to listen to the intelligence. The intelligence is slapping the mind. No, don't do it. Like father or mother. If a child is asking something, the father is stopping. So the mind, the intelligence is telling, this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong, this is right. Don't do this, do this. So, but mind is in control of our senses. So how mind befools the intelligence, it incites the false ego of the intelligence. It tells you, you are a doctor, you can balance the diabetes level, you can eat some sweets, no problem. So the intelligence is shut down. So you do the wrong thing by listening to the senses, and this is how we can just get in the trap of these sensory organs, and we can make changes in our blood chemistry and do these wrong things and cause diseases to appear. So all these diseases, they are happening in Ayurveda. This is a concept called pragya. So Pragyabhra is the root cause of all the diseases which are happening in our body. So Pragya means intelligence and Pra means the crime. So the crime of the intelligence, they are called the root cause of all the diseases. So the Pragya is befooled by these sensory organs through the mind by inciting the false ego of the intelligence and then keeping us trapped in these thoughts, and we are not able to think positive, and then we fall into the trap of these sensory organs. So our thoughts, they generate certain biochemical reactions in our body. They can cause anger, they can cause jealousy, they can cause, it is up to you, your intelligence to decide. If somebody says something to you, you have to decide. Your intelligence has to decide whether you want to be angry or you want to be happy. If somebody says, go to hell, what will you do? You will be happy? No. But you have to decide how to react. You can say, okay, bye bye. I'm not going to hell, I'm not reacting. So, but sometimes you respond by saying, you go to hell. And then the game starts. Then your blood cells, they start to make certain changes in their chemistry, and the gene expression changes, and the gene expression leads to certain chemicals formation in your blood, and that leads to disease. So this is how we get sick, by overreacting to the situations. So these negative thoughts, they are surrounding us every day. I'm useless, I'm a failure, and nobody loves me. It's not uncommon. Most of us very learned people sitting here going through these feelings, and they are not able to sort it out. So the opposite, we know these things, this is negative, this is positive. We know these are negative things, I should not listen to these negative things. We know that these are positive thoughts, I should follow this. But who is doing it? You should ask yourself whether I am always positive. No. You think negative sometimes. But you have to be witness of your thoughts. Where you are going. How you can correct these thoughts. How you can become positive from your negative thoughts. Because when you are going into negativity, you don't observe where you are going. If you observe, if you are witnessing your thoughts, then only you can cut them down. And then you can convert them into positivity. So these thoughts, for example, anger, it is affecting our liver because anger is too much fire. According to Ayurveda, imbalancing the Vata and Pitta, it's affecting our liver. Worry is affecting your stomach. Have you seen somebody worry too much about future or about something else? The situation when it is not in control, that is called worry. And the first thing the people get disease when they go into worry is that you start losing weight. So they are not willing to eat anything. I have seen many of my patients, they were very huge, very big, and they would come and say, sir, I am not able to lose weight, I am not able to lose weight. But once they are struck by worry, immediately they get sick. So this is the effect of worry and fears. Everybody is living in fear, one sort or the other. The children, they have exam fear. You have fear of your spouse. Husband is afraid of his wife. Wife is afraid of her husband. So fear is something. Just imagine a lion comes in front of you. Immediately your cortisol and adrenaline will increase. How to control it? Witness. Just witness and give your thoughts some time. Whenever there is lion in front of you, witness it, give it some time. Don't react. That's a simple formula. So in any case, in every situation, don't hurry, don't decide in a hurry. So these are the hormones which are released by such feelings, stress hormones called adrenaline, cortisol, they increase the diabetes, they increase the blood pressure. Why there is too much diabetes in the world? Why there is too much blood pressure in the world? Everybody suffering from blood pressure and diabetes. Do you know anybody suffering from diabetes in your home? From sugar? Yes. So it is there in every house. Anybody knows somebody suffering from blood pressure? Yes. Why? You see the animals in the forest, they are not suffering from any such lifestyle diseases. This is a lifestyle disease, this is a disease of thought. So this adrenaline is causing the blood pressure increase, this that the cortisol is increasing the sugar increase. And we are not thinking about it, we just go to the doctor gives us pills, and that's it. And then you get kidney disease, then you get heart disease and many other. It becomes a snowball. So there are positive hormones which we need every day. This is called DOSE. So get your dose. Dopamine, oxytocin and serotonin and endorphins. How you get them? So we are talking about the thoughts only, the mind only. If somebody gives you a reward, somebody gives you a clap, what you get? We get dopamine. So what is, if we give injection of dopamine, will we have the same feeling? No. So there is importance of reward and appreciation. So what is happening to the Parkinsonism patients? Because of chronic depletion of dopamine in their blood, the brain is not making chronic depletion of appreciation. They don't get appreciation. So the treatment of Parkinsonism is not injections or the pills. The treatment is appreciation. Once we start appreciating the patient, whenever somebody comes in my clinic, says I'm suffering from Parkinson, I tell his family member, you need to appreciate him. And I have seen miraculous results just with this move. We start appreciating this patient. Oxytocin. Why there are, when a child falls down, starts to cry, the mother picks him up and pats him. No, don't worry, everything is fine. So he gets oxytocin. So it calms him down. So if you hug somebody, if you appreciate somebody, he gets oxytocin. His anger, his fear goes down. So if you are alone, if you are feeling lonely, if somebody hugs you, assures you, appreciates you, gives you support, your feelings and the stress goes away. In that situation, otherwise, if you are continually staying in the same feeling, then the blood starts to make other chemicals which can cause cancer. So why so many cancer patients? Why so many diabetes patients? Why so many blood pressure patients? They are not healing because their mind are not getting balanced. They are not getting this dose of these hormones, neurotransmitters. The pills are not helping. They are helping temporarily. So serotonin, they need sleep. So if we are putting flashy lights in our eyes in the night time, how we will sleep? So what we are doing after a lot of stressful day, we are watching phone in the night, we are watching TV in the night. The flashy lights in the back of our eyes, they generate, they don't let this serotonin to be generated in our brain. So we don't sleep. So if we don't sleep, if we keep running, then how the body will repair itself? Because sleep is the mechanism to repair. And how and when we should sleep? When the light goes out. And what is the light? The light is the sun. Technically, when the sun goes out, we should be sleeping. And then when the sun comes out, we should be awake, like animals. So we are like animals, our body works like animals, but we are not. thinking like that. We have become superior animals. We want to control the situations with these lights. Endorphins, exercising. Who is exercising? We are here since morning and we are listening to these beautiful talks, but we will go home, eat food. Again, our routine will be the same. We'll watch TV, we'll watch WhatsApp, and I see so many people doing WhatsApp here also, not listening to the speakers. So we are what we are doing. We are in the trap of our sensory organs. So exercise. So this is the dose we need every day. Otherwise, what is happening? Our mind is getting clogged. Stress is a temporary situation. When you see something, you are in stress. Okay? If you when you think the things are in control, in your control, then you try to solve them. You are in a stress. It's like a positive stress. Then you try to control it. And in that, if it is a little bit prolonged, then you become anxious. When you feel that now I cannot control it, it's getting out of my hand, then it becomes anxiety. Then you start to have palpitation, then you are not able to sleep, then you are running around and trying to get more help, talking to people. Then it becomes anxiety. Chronic stress becomes anxiety. And then if it is not in control, then it becomes worry. Prolonged worry can lead to diseases, like I told you, even the cancer. And if you keep yourself in the same train, you reach this disease called depression, and then it becomes more difficult. And after depression, you get certain physical diseases. So these type of stresses, certain physical stresses, if you have some trauma, that is like most of the people can be healed from this physical trauma, accidents, like physical means operations, surgeries. This chemical stress to the body is what we are feeding to ourselves, these pesticides, these chemicals and these stimulants. And then emotional stress is affecting about 80 to 90% of the people in the world. So that means we have become humans and we are paying the price of getting into trap of these emotional stresses. And then we suffer from so many problems. And there is nobody to support us, assure us, guide us. So in order to maintain the balance, we lose the balance and we get trapped in this disease. Okay. So I was reading, I was surprised that highest rate of depression is in Portugal, in Europe. Is 12%, 12.2%. Although it is 2019 data, I found. But Portugal is at top, and then Sweden and Germany, 11%. And whole European Union is 7%, 7.2%. And Eastern Europe is better. So 7% of the European population is suffering from depression, and Portugal at 12, and Germany, Croatia at about 11. Other countries which are very developed, USA, Russia, Western Europe, around 11%. And you can see the incidence of depression in Mali, Samoa, these small countries, Vietnam, Myanmar. We call them very third world countries. There is no money there, but they are happy. They don't know what is depression. They are living like animals. So, we should learn from animals how to live, sleep and die. Papua New Guinea is also a nice country where people are living close to nature. The message is live close to nature. Go back to nature. So what happens if we are continuously in this trap? These are the diseases called psychosomatic illnesses. We have so many doctors working on these issues. But the simple high blood pressure or heart disease, this palpitation, can you believe, just with chanting of Om, this blood pressure with chanting of Om, you can get rid of this Om chanting, mantra, simple mantra. it is it is immediately producing nitric oxide in your blood vessels. This is Om mantra. So calming down your brain, immediately releasing certain positive hormones and neurotransmitters. There are so many techniques to help your mind by physical ways. So many diseases, back pain, headaches, migraines, autoimmune disorders, rheumatism, these IBS, heart palpitations. This IBS is an interesting disease. So the patient thinks that something is wrong with his digestive system. And the patient is, whenever they come to my clinic, they usually have a list of symptoms written. Now I have seen so many IBS patients. Whenever a patient sits in front of me, he says, "Sir, I have a problem." Then I understand he has IBS because they have a story. And whenever you have a story, you try to spell it slowly. "Sir, I have a problem." Okay, it looks like you have IBS. Where is your list of symptoms? How do you know I have list? So he will take out the slip with the list of symptoms. So this is IBS. And one IBS patient was telling me, "Sir, I'm struggling for the last 48 years and I think some ghost is there inside my belly. He is just not letting it correct." I said, in IBS patient, if you check any test, go any investigation, everything is fine. There is no, it's functional, it is called functional disorder, and the doctors, they get fed up from the patient, they send it to psychiatrist. So it is something related with the mind, not only with the stomach or the intestine, but with the mind. They take probiotics, they take so many antibiotics or so many stomach pills, and they get healed just by assurance, love, compassion, guidance, and just telling them by the doctor that you will be fine. There is nothing wrong. You don't go for any investigation now. You just pray to this lamp and then you will be fine. And I have seen many patients who were struggling for 20 years, 15 years. They are cured. And not only IBS, it's a simple problem, but many other diseases like cancers, blood cancers, colitis, rheumatoid arthritis, they are getting cured. They are getting, we cannot claim the word cure because legally we are living in developed human society. So many laws are there. But what do I do if I cure it? What do I say? In my clinic, I see ulcerative colitis patients using preparations of potash and belva and very simple things. I'm just giving them assurances and they are getting cured. So these are the things which can actually heal the physical disease. People, they develop physical diseases by their minds, by their wrong thoughts, by negative thoughts. So it is very important to do pranayama and meditation, mantra therapy, positive thoughts and boosting happy hormones. How you have read these points several times. Everybody knows, do meditation, do pranayama, do mantra therapy. But who is doing it? Anybody doing it? You're getting better? That's true. That's good. So here is the testimony we have. So these things actually work. Are they working? Yes. So we have a testimony. So whenever you are not following these, you just think that these are just names or just things which are written in the books and they don't work or things like that, then they don't work. You have to actually do them regularly. So what is pranayama doing? It is giving life force. Whenever somebody is sick, we take him to hospital and we give them oxygen. So now it is there. You can take it yourself. You don't have to take oxygen in the hospital. You won't be there in the hospital if you are taking oxygen regularly on your own. So breathing, deep breathing helps to get rid of carbon dioxide. If right now what we are doing shallow breathing. We are sleeping. Sleep with shallow breathing. But if we breathe properly with our lungs fully inflated, you get a full dose of oxygen, and then you feel energetic and awake. So different pranayama are there. You know these exercises very well. You can watch them, and it calms the mind. We know that what it can do. It can transform your whole body. It can get rid of toxins. It can get rid of all negative emotions. Miracles can happen just by doing these pranayama and these breathing exercises. Only 15 to 20 minutes every day is good enough early in the morning. Why early in the morning? Because the air is fresh, the mind is fresh. Okay. Now coming to meditation. So those who are beginners, who are not meditating, they can just start with Om chanting. When you say Om, it starts to resonate in your sinuses, in your cerebrum, in your brain, and then you feel immediately gush of power, gush of peace, gush of happiness. This is the power of this most powerful mantra of the universe. It is called the sound of the universe. So it is very powerful. I have observed it and I have used this mantra for healing all my patients. It can actually physically make changes in the cells. It can, there is a organ in the brain, it's right amygdala, it can cause so many negative emotions in your body. It can physically alter the structure of the cells. But when we are Om chanting, this Om mantra is deactivating those negative thoughts, and you can actually make physical changes in your cells. So these are unique things which our ancient Ayurvedic system has given to us. We just need to practice and learn. So one more thing I wanted to bring to your notice is gratitude. Gratitude is very powerful. Another powerful thing is being thankful. Being thankful to the universe, being thankful to your family, being thankful to the sun, to the moon, to the universal energies, to the air, to the sea. Being thankful can actually change the physical structure of your cells, of your body. So it gives you peace. When you get feeling of peace in your body and your mind, you release certain hormones, certain neurotransmitters. Those neurotransmitters, they can actually start some cascade of reactions in the cells to change the gene expression of the cells, and this can actually physically change the structure of the cells. And this is a very simple thing, to say thank you. It can have such a big impact on your cells if you are saying thankful, if you are being thankful to the world. Affirmations. This gratitude can, within 3 to 4 days, you can clinically check the immunoglobulin levels. Can you believe the immunoglobulin levels they are increasing just by saying thank you? Just try it for 1 week, saying thank you every day for 15 minutes every morning. Thank you God, thank you my father, thank you my mother, thank you my family, thank you this universe, thank you this air, thank you this sun for doing this. Thank you everybody. Thank you all my youth. Thank you my colleagues. So after 4 days or 7 days, every day you check your immunoglobulin levels, they will increase by 50%. So if your immunity can increase by 50% just by saying thank you, and imagine what it can do for your body. Affirmations for good health. Every day, just stand in front of the mirror when you are taking shower. Then raise your right hand. You can do it right now. I would ask everybody, raise your right hand please. Everybody who is there, who is not sleeping here, please raise your hand, right hand. Just take it behind your back and just pat your back and tell God, thank you for making me this beautiful person. Thank you for making Dr. Vikram Chauhan. Thank you. Just speak it.
Thank you.
Don't speak thank you for making Dr. Vikram Chauhan. Say your name. Thank you. Say it.
Thank you.
Thank you, God, for
Gratefully.
making me like this.
Thank you gratefully.
I am the best. You made me such a beautiful person. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Every day for 15 seconds or 20 seconds, just by looking at the mirror in the washroom, after taking shower, look at yourself, at your face, and appreciate yourself. If nobody appreciates, doesn't matter. You appreciate yourself. Say thank you to God, and you will feel you are healthy, you are strong, your hormones are getting better and better, and you are actually physically making the changes in your body. Okay, so these are the hormones which are called happy hormones. This dopamine is rewarding, oxytocin is love hormone, serotonin is for mood, endorphin for pain. So with exercises you get endorphin. You know how strongly addictive endorphin is? It is more addictive than opium. Opium is very addictive. You agree? So exercise endorphin is equally addictive. So if you are exercising, you cannot live without it. If you are walking, you won't take the bus. You would prefer to go by walking. You won't take a ride. So because we are addicted to your endorphins, we get fit by exercising. So those who exercise, they cannot live without it. So this is, and also laughing. So laughing is also very important. You get the same hormones by laughing. So these certain appreciation, music, walnuts, these natural food which is made by God. We are made by God, you believe, you agree, or by nature. Those who don't believe in God, at least they believe in nature. We are made by nature. So anything which is growing from the earth or anything which is growing on the trees is our food. So if you see the tree having chocolates hanging on the tree, you can eat the chocolates. But you won't find such a tree. If you see some biscuits hanging on the tree, you can eat the biscuits. But what we are doing, we are just taking the grain from the earth, taking the grains to the factory, polishing them, killing them, putting them in some machines, and then grinding them, taking the life or the prana shakti from them, putting them in the wrappers, taking the biscuits, putting some chemicals, putting on the shelves, eating them after 6 months. So this is what we eat. So put the food which is full of prana vayu, prana shakti. So we must remember that we cannot create a new future by holding on to the emotions of the past. Most of the people, they are suffering because they are living in the past or living in the future. That is the biggest issue nowadays. Stop living in the past, stop living in the future, just think about the present. And the power of prayer, I was telling you. So I was telling that the prayers can make a lot of difference. Whatever we wish or desire in our lives, the prayer can give you. So let's pray for the peace and happiness of this earth, and peace and happiness of our family, and peace and happiness for our Ayurveda science. And thank you very much.